Greetings. So here's the conundrum. I believe that all of this is an illusion. And I'm a pretty scientific, rational guy, I should say. And you can believe that or not, but I've done a lot of reading about spiritual stuff and metaphysical stuff and religious stuff. And I believe that this is an illusion, that this is a collective illusion, that there's one unified consciousness of energy and love that exists, and it has nothing to do with physical matter. That's reality. And reality can be, our reality here is a choice. We have the power to create and manifest ugliness and violence and hate, or beauty and love and health and creativity and all sorts of wonderful things. It's a choice. Mind is where it's all at. Our consciousness is where it's all at. Our collective consciousness creates this collective illusion. You could call it a group psychosis, but that's what it is. It's all of our egos battling with each other and competing with each other and grasping and believing in scarcity and lack and if you've got more, I've got less, or if I've got more, you're going to take it from me. So it's all an illusion, and it's collectively the law of attraction works because if we're stuck in a lot of negative, pessimistic, ugly, dark, angry, frustrated, judgmental energy, we are going to attract people and circumstances and situations in order to fuel that and feed that, right? And confirmation bias that and keep us stuck in the delusion, in a really bad nightmare of a delusion. Because that's the thing. This collective illusion or delusion can be like quite delightful. It can be paradise, can be abundance and prosperity and joy and success and creativity and artistry and all sorts of things. But because our ego believes in fear, and it doesn't, it tries to edge God out. It tries to edge love out. There's only two thoughts in this entire system. It's fear thoughts or love thoughts. And the thing is, the fear thoughts aren't real. They are born of ego. How ego showed up, is it the devil from the mythical times? Somehow or other, that there's a piece of the devil in us that's submerged in deep prehistoric, the lizard brain. But there's a devil in there, a part of us that is truly, nuts, full of selfishness and greed and distrust and paranoia and hate and fear. It all comes down to fear, aggression, violence. Our world now, the reason why we see so much violence is because it is fueled by the media and by each other with the social media. We are fueling each other's ego and hate and division and separation and belief in separation and belief that violence is the only solution to resolving conflict. What a primitive concept that is. Yes, I can appreciate where people get to that point, but this is not helpful. This is not getting anywhere. Okay, people need to rise above the battlefield, but the only way to do that is we need to have spiritual leaders who express the concept, not of God or Christianity or Buddhism or Hinduism or Muslim isms. No, the spirituality of humanity, of empathy, but true empathy. You can't be hypocritical empathy. Well, I have empathy for you because, I think this or that, but I don't have empathy for you because you think something else. See, the point is love, acceptance, forgiveness, all are unconditional. They must be unconditional. You, it's you can't be loving and non-judgmental of one group of people, but hateful and judgmental, and aggressive towards another. That makes you a hypocrite. That means you aren't what you say you are. You don't walk the talk. Okay, we've got to get rid of hypocrisy in all of us. We all do it all the time and too much of the time because we're not conscious. We're not mindful truly of the thoughts that precede our emotions. We're not in control of the impulses that we have to just blurt out the same stupid, brain dead, primitive concept of fear and hate that just pops into our mouths. We don't think. We don't think about the consequences of our actions. We don't think about the long-term consequences of our actions. We prefer to blame other people and not take responsibility. But right, if everything is an illusion, if all this is an illusion and didn't, illusions never really happened, right? Like nightmares or dreams, they never happen. When you wake up from a dream, you go, oh man, that never really happened. Even though when you were in the dream or the nightmare, oh my God, this is really scary and it's so real, etc. I mean, it's as real as life. So that's the whole point. This is a dream that we will one day wake up from as well. Okay, when we die, we are free of this body, this construct, this collective construct, and our consciousness returns to the unified oneness of energy and freedom and no limitation, etc. Yeah, it's all an illusion. If this is all a collective illusion, and what happens actually never happened, then why should you be tearful or upset or angry or anything? Why should you even be pained by anything if it's not real? If we collectively invented this, then and each of us decided to cooperate with the collective delusion, then everything starts in the mind, in the collective mind, and then it follows in the body, and it follows in physical events, it follows in nature. But everything starts with thought, and so if it's all an illusion, then all the fighting and beating up and destroying and killing of each other never really happened. Then how can you be upset about it when it's happening? How can I be upset about it? How could I? Why should I cry over a dream that never happened? I know this sounds so crazy because, right, we're all in this dream, and if I cut my hand, it's going to hurt. But I'm trying to take that leap, the leap of logic. It's not a leap of logic, it's a further movement of logic that if this is all an illusion, then my cutting my hand and believing it hurts, that's a mental, physical construct of a mental thought, of a thought I have. I believe that because I've cut myself that that's going to hurt, and so I feel the pain. But hypnosis they do hypnosis on women without the anesthesia, and they're just told that there's no pain, and the women believe it, and their bellies are cut open, and there's no pain, there's no anesthesia. The mind over matter, mind over body. So we choose to hate and fight and kill each other. We choose the diseases that we've got in some bizarre, crazy way. If it all starts in the mind, then the cancers, the injuries, all the diseases, they all start at some deep, deep part of our mind that believes in guilt, shame, self-loathing, fear, anger, projection. That we are manifesting all of the pain in our lives, all the pain in our bodies, and we don't have to do that. And not only do we not only can we create healthy bodies, but we can also create a healthy world, and we can create a prosperous world where actually when we do affirm generosity, compassion, empathy, love, forgiveness, acceptance unconditionally, and just see the joy and abundance in everyone and believe in that and have faith in that and trust in that, even when some things may look like, oh no, this is bad luck. Oh no, look what happened to you. If you trust that the illusion is always working for you, then you can laugh at it, you can ignore it, you can know that this too shall pass, that one way or another, it's all a lesson for the greater good and the greater growth. You can theoretically be happy all the time because in the illusion, you have a choice to be happy, sad, angry, mad, in pain, or not in pain. Yeah, right. Okay, that's all for right now. Take care. Peace be with you. See you next time.